Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
What's up, world, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast. I am your host, Jason Hardin, and I am extremely grateful, as always, to be here because really, where else would I want to be? You know what I'm saying? I'm alive. I'm feeling great. I'm fed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hungry and starving. I'm hydrated. I'm loved. I'm appreciated. I'm cared about. I'm respected. I mean, life is great, and I want you guys to feel that too. And if you guys ain't feeling it, let's fix it. It's all about personal development. Like I said, personal development is developing who you are as a person. So if there's something wrong with you as a person, personal development will fix it. And that's why all we talk about here is personal development. All we talk about is things and issues and subjects and topics that relate to us being better, that relate to some betterment to some degree in our lives, in our finances, in our education, in our knowledge, in our awareness. That's all it's about. That's why all we do here is help people create and live their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. I mean, that's the tagline. That's the commercial. But more so, it's the truth. And so it's why I call the show the realest show on personal development, because we talk about things that other people might not want to talk about, can't talk about, don't know to talk about. And I think the most important thing we do here is articulate these odd and random feelings and sensations and emotions and thoughts that we have, so we can know where to file it, know what to do with it, know how to process it, and become better people at the other side of it. And that's pretty much what we do. And today's no different. I want to talk about a subject that kind of stunts a lot of people's growth. You know, if you're stricken with it, it can stop you from doing a lot of things that you're capable of doing, that you deserve to do, that you want to do, that people need you to do. And that condition or that illness is called Imposter Syndrome. Today I want to talk about Imposter Syndrome. And I think it's important to talk about it because it's the silent killer of so many dreams. And I say the silent killer because it doesn't say nothing. You know, Imposter Syndrome isn't even somebody else hating on you. You know, it's primarily you hating on yourself. And what it is basically you feeling like an imposter. You feeling like you don't deserve to be the one speaking on whatever it is you speak about. You don't deserve to have the things you have. You don't deserve to be seen and respected and listened to the way you are. So, and it's not a permanent sensation. Sometimes you just have bursts of it. You know, they don't always last long, especially in successful people, especially in people who do get things done. Imposter syndrome usually strikes at the weirdest moments. You know, imposter syndrome can happen right before you step on stage, right before you hit record, right before you get on camera, you know, and you get that feeling of, who am I to be talking about this? Who am I to talk about success? Who am I to talk about overcoming challenges? Who am I to talk about relationships? Who am I to talk about marriage? Who am I to talk about parenting and mentorship and raising children? Who am I? That's how you sum up imposter syndrome. When you start asking yourself, who am I? And I say it stunts a lot of growth because once you start doubting yourself, once you start asking yourself, who am I? It kills you of the confidence required to succeed. Confidence is like gas for highly effective and successful people. You need a certain level of confidence in your tank to operate. Especially if you're ambitious, especially if you're in an industry where you have to show up and you have to be on and you have to engage and you have to talk to people and you have to create relationships and you have to foster those relationships. You know, imposter syndrome can attack your confidence, which can hinder you from getting things you need done. Not having confidence can hinder you from being a boss, can hinder you from leadership, can hinder you from being a good husband, a good parent, a strong teacher, a strong mentor. Not having that confidence can I don't care if you are great at something. If you can be convinced that you don't have confidence, or if you can be convinced that you're not great at that thing, then you know what? You might have a bad day at it. You might have you might not be able to perform as well. You might not be able to deliver because why? You convinced yourself that you're no good at it anyway. And the mind has a way of creating what it thinks. If you think you're not good, it's going to create some not good shit within you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to create some not good shit coming out of you. So we need confidence. So we need to figure out how to overcome these bursts of imposter syndrome when we get it. And I want to help you. And that's really what today's show is about. How to get through it, get by it, overcome it. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Imposter syndrome doesn't just affect people who are just starting out in entrepreneurship. It doesn't just affect people who are new at being a boss. It doesn't just affect people who are learning to develop themselves as better people, better businessmen, better fathers, husbands, people in relationships. You know, it doesn't just affect those starting out. It doesn't just affect those who are just now starting to learn. It affects everybody. I was talking to one of my friends the other day. His name is Kayron Valentine. And he's an incredible author. You know, he used to be heavy into music, around the same age as I am. But he took his career a different path in music. He went all in with public speaking and with mentorship and personal development of youth. And he created a curriculum that kind of reaches young people. It resonates within not just young people, but a lot of people. But it really resonates with young people because it taps into their value system. It taps into what's important to them. And it's why we talk about creating your own definition of success so much, because it really taps into what they think success is. It helps them relate their definition of success to everything else that's going on around them and things they can do and make happen and add to their lives. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the brother is very qualified to speak on anything regarding personal development, regarding mentorship, regarding youth, regarding intervention, regarding prevention. You know, expert in his field. And he said, Jay, man, sometimes when I speak, I think, who am I to be talking about this? And he said, well, what's interesting is I give these recurring talks. I give these lectures at USC. And he said, sometimes I think I'm speaking, how am I speaking at a class, or how am I giving a lecture for a school, at a school that I couldn't even afford to come to? How am I speaking in front of a class that I can't even afford to be in? And I think he sees that as a way of overcoming that who am I? First of all, I'm here. That's who I am. I'm here. And I guess that's why when I do a public speaking engagement or when I run for office and I'm doing a debate or in a candidate forum or something where I'm addressing people, I don't like notes. I don't like notes and paperwork and things like that. I don't want to look at anything because I always feel I'm supposed to know this. Who am I to be talking about this and I need notes on it? I need a book. I need some letters. I need some you know what I'm saying? Who am I to be discussing this if I need paperwork, if I need the information in front of me? I'm supposed to know this. I'm supposed to know this. And I think one of the first ways you can overcome that imposter syndrome is just recognize you have it. It's just recognizing, and that's mental health. You know, that's self-awareness. That's self-discovery. That's being vulnerable. There's power in vulnerability. I'm telling y'all, if you guys would just admit some of the things that's wrong with you, you might find that they'll never be wrong with you again. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't want to look at the main issue and wonder why they have to keep dealing with it over and over. Wonder why that keeps being a roadblock. It keeps being an obstacle. It keeps being a challenge. Why? Because you ain't dealt with it yet. So my thing is to deal with imposter syndrome, and dealing with imposter syndrome is first admit it when you're having it. Articulate it. Say it out loud if you have to. Like, you know what? For some reason, I don't think I'm good enough right now. I'm not feeling it because I don't think I'm good enough right now. Because sometimes, like, I don't want to do these episodes. Because I have moments where I'm like, who am I to be talking about success? Who am I to be talking about overcoming challenges? Who am I to be talking about happiness and joy and successful relationships? And then as soon as I articulate that, as soon as I ask, who am I answer myself. You the motherfucker that did all this shit. You the motherfucker that put this together. You the motherfucker that got here. And then I'm able to continue. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just takes that admitting that I'm not feeling 100 right now. Admitting that I'm thinking less of myself than I need to. Admitting that I don't think I can do it. And sometimes as soon as you admit it, you start to think like, man, I sound so stupid. That's so foolish. That's ridiculous of me. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me go out there and kick some ass. Let me go out there and bring it. Let me make this happen. Let me hit record and knock this out the park. So first is to articulate it, admit it, face it. Let it be known, identify it. Because a lot of us, man, sometimes we don't know what that feeling is. And since we don't articulate it, we never really realize what that feeling is. And it's just imposter syndrome. It's just that brief moment where you don't think you're good enough, even though you are. Because we're all experts in our own experiences. We're all experts of what we've been through in life. We're all experts in how we got over whatever it is we had to get over. Every challenge we faced in our life, we're experts at it. Whether we handled it well or handled it horrible, we're experts at however we handled it. If we handled it bad and we said, man, this is what happens when you do it this way, it was all bad, you're an expert. And people should listen to you. And you should not be afraid to tell your story. And that's where I want you to draw that confidence from, to overcome that imposter syndrome. Let me tell you another thing that'll help. Stay away from negativity. Stay away from things that feed into your imposter syndrome. Stay away from people that feed into your doubt. Stay away from people that got a bunch of answers when you ask, who am I to be doing this? Oh man, you ain't shit. You ain't never done this. You ain't never been, man. Stay away from people that got a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't and why you can't and why you will not and why you won't. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from negativity. Stay away from negative environments. Stay away from negative substances. We're going to keep it real. Sometimes when you get high, or when you're drinking, or when you're taking some mind-altering substance, it's not going to leave you at the top of your game. It's not going to have you feeling like you can do everything all the time. Sometimes it's going to have you spotting out dangers and make you hyper-vigilant and seeing. It might make you paranoid. And now you're thinking everything negative about yourself. You're thinking about all the reasons. Man, you can't come up with enough reasons why you shouldn't be able to be doing whatever it is you think you should be doing. Why you shouldn't talk, why you shouldn't speak on it, why you're not an authority. Man, sometimes so stay away from those things and people and environments that feed into your doubt, that feed into your self-doubt and keep it growing and festering and eating away at you from the inside out. Stay away from things that steal from your confidence account, that siphon confidence out of you. I don't care if it's people that you might care about, people that you might think care about you. You ever had one of those friends that always got some negative joke? He's just playing, he's just laughing, you know, he's just kidding, but it's always negative though. It's always some joke at your expense. It's always some joke that you can't, that you won't, that you will not. That ain't gonna happen, man. You stupid for thinking that. You know, it's always something like that. And I'm gonna tell you, people that joke like that aren't people that need to be in your life. People that play with negativity in your life don't need to be in it. I don't hang around anybody that plays with negativity in my life, that puts me in a negative scenario. Hypothetically, I don't do it. I don't hang around those kind of people. I don't. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for my success. It's not healthy for my mind state. It's not healthy for my boss mentality. It's not healthy for my drive and my ambition. It's not healthy for me to reach my full potential, to be around people that are negative and environments that are negative. So that's another thing you can do. Stay away from negativity. Stay away from things that foster that doubt within you. Another thing. This is number 3. And I said it in other shows. I said it in my book. I say it in a lot of my quotes. And basically, it's own your flaws. Own it. Embrace it. Understand it. Know it. Identify it. Don't run from it. Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to, man, I don't talk about that. No. Acknowledge what you think your flaws are. Acknowledge what you think your shortcomings are. Because you can either do 2 things with that knowledge. Once you acknowledge it, you can either A, fix it, or B, can't change any of it. And either one is okay, because if you can fix it, you will. If it's something to do with your health, your weight, your physique, and you're still young or strong enough to hit the gym, to work out, to eat better, you can fix it. You can lose that weight. You can get those abs. You can bench press that weight. So if it's something you can fix, then you can fix it. You can solve it. Problem solved. If it's something you can't, problem solved again. Why? Because you can't fix it. You can't do shit about it. But you acknowledge it now. Now you can own it. Now you can make it not be something that hurts you or deflates you when you're feeling on top of the world. And there's plenty of things you can't fix. You could be terribly scarred. You could have a disability. You could have had an accident. You could be an amputee. You can have a disease that's incurable. There's so many things you can't fix. And the cool thing about the things you can't fix is that once you understand you can't fix it, you can get over it. You can own that. Oh, that's because, I can't do nothing about that. But one thing about understanding what you can't do is that it leaves all the time and opportunity to do other things you can. To worry about the things you can do. Worry about the things you can change. Focus on what can make a difference. Focus on what can make you better. Focus on what can give you confidence. Okay, you know you only got one leg. So now you can move past that. And now one-leg jokes ain't gonna hurt you. Now one-legged obstacles, you already are gonna start overcoming those challenges. You're already gonna start foreseeing what you can do to overcome anything you might need two legs for. Or you might start opting out of I can't do that, so I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm not entering two-legged races if I don't have two legs. I'm gonna be the baddest one-legged motherfucker out there. You know what I'm saying? So you start to assess how you can compete once you start facing what's wrong. Because if it's all in your mind, you can fix that. If it's real, you can overcome it. You can just, you know what? You can't fix it, so you can move on. That's still overcoming something. Not everything needs to be fixed, but everything can be overcome. Racism and discrimination for some man, sometimes you can't fix it. But I'll tell you one thing, you can overcome it. As an individual, you can make it not affect you as much as it's affecting him, because you're doing everything to overcome it. You're doing everything to make that not affect you. And I'm going to tell you one thing you can always do, make more money. Funny thing about slavery, though slavery is still here, so is being able to buy your freedom. That still exists too. And that's why entrepreneurship is so important to me. Not just money, but the freedom of how to get it. So that was number 3. Embrace your flaws. Face them head on. Number 4, and this is my last one. Take action. Take action. When you start getting that imposter syndrome, when you start feeling like you're not good enough, when you start feeling like you can't, when you start feeling like you're not qualified, do it anyway. Prove yourself wrong. Take action. Just do it. Do something. Do what makes you scared. One of the scariest things I ever did was run for office. And I've been in some scary situations, but few are scarier than having run for office. And I did that to overcome any fear I have of speaking to people, of meeting new people, of getting out of my box and my comfort zone. I did it to face damn near every fear I've had. I did it to overcome damn near every fear I've had. I took action. Like, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm nervous, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not quite fit for it. I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm not healthy. I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm going to tell you, if I do it anyway, I might get there. If I never do it, I definitely won't get there. So that's it, man. That I wanted to get that off my chest because, like I said, imposter syndrome, it affects me. And it affects people that I know who are successful, who do have a lot of things going for them, who do have talent, who are experts in their field, who are qualified to talk about whatever they're talking about. And if I know if imposter syndrome can affect me and can affect them, then what can it do for someone who hasn't even started yet? What can it do for those young people who don't even know what to call it yet? who are just anxious and have anxiety and scared to get out there, who don't think much of themselves, don't have confidence, don't you know what I'm saying? Like what must it be doing to them if the experts in the game still get that? Still feel that imposter syndrome. So I'm doing this episode to help all of you out there, whether you're experts or not, whether you're 10 years in the game or this is day one of your personal development journey. I'm telling all of you out there that it's normal, that you can overcome it, and that you are good enough, and that you are where you are for a reason. You are where you are because you know what you know. And whatever position you find yourself in is a position you need to be in to make it to that next level, to make it to that next goal, to make it to that next plateau of success. So stop asking yourself, who am I? And remind yourself who you are. All right? Anyway, man, I love y'all. That's my show for today, man. Check out lifeofaboss.net. Join the mailing list. Subscribe. All our premium subscriber gets access to exclusive content that, like I said, very valuable content, valuable invites and offers, man. I'll send you emails, bro. Whatever you need, we pretty much have. I mean, I got downloads, man. Check out the website. We got a free daily success planner that you can download right off our website for free right now. You don't even have to enter nothing. You don't have to enter your email or nothing. I'd want your email. So please let me have your email so we can keep in touch and connect. But even if you ain't trying to sign up for that, go to lifeofaboss.net and download my free daily success planner. It came straight out of my book called Life of a Boss, Creating and Living Your Own Definition of Success. And the daily success planner is basically a to-do list on steroids. It's just one sheet to help you stay focused on what you want to accomplish today and get you closer to your ultimate goal, your end game, your dream, your definition of success, whatever you want to call it. But it takes a plan. And you're creating that roadmap to get you where your definition of success is. And only you can create it. You can get help from people, you can get guidance, you can get mentorship, but you still have to create that roadmap, and you still have to take the journey. You still have to take those steps. You still have to take action. All right? Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go with that. I love y'all. And remember, until next time, always remember that success is indeed a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardway Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.